Hello and welcome! This is Mouse Gunner, and we're back with some more Stellaris, returning to my Redwall Abbey playthrough. And let's go ahead and check some things real quick. So we've got Navi Prime here, isn't currently producing anything. So I'm going to go ahead and build myself a mining network. Because, again, we have this great discount here at the moment, and I'll have this population pop out when that building shows up. I'm going to leave one of these guys open so that when we get the research done for the mineral processing plant, we'll probably put one down, because on Navi Prime that'd probably be pretty powerful, because at the moment we've got, you know, so many different mining resources on this planet that would benefit from that. So I think for sure we go that route. And then over here, don't think we have anything that jumps out at me as something that we need to do right now. So we're good, I think. I mean, we don't have anything to clear as far as blockers. How are we doing on Navi Prime's blockers? Okay, maybe that's something we should be doing in the near future. But we do also have more blockers here, so I'm going to go ahead and clear that out. Why can't we clear it? There's already a construction project queued for this tile. Oh, we're already working on it. Never mind. I didn't see that bar. All right, so we do need to get this noxious swamp taken care of, because not only would that be useful for some of our other planets, but it would also give us the access to the strategic resource on whatever planet that was over here. Yeah, there we go. On this planet. So definitely want that. Did we never colonize this planet? No, we never did. Okay. So that might be something I want to work on, right? Is getting myself another colony ship. Can I afford it? 254? Possibly. How much do colony ships cost? Let's see. We could produce it anywhere, honestly. Let's say we went to Navi Prime here. Alright, so we're just a little shy of getting a colony ship. So, I'll do that in a little bit here. Let's go ahead and continue forward. Our construction ship currently isn't doing anything, but that's because it can't do anything. Not anything useful, anyway. I mean, I could get another outpost out there, but then that would shrink
System survey complete.
My
complete.
Influence. Okay, Navi Prime. Finish something. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and do my colony ship here. Except not on Navi Prime. Why don't we do it on a system that would be closer? And we can get that in there. So we'll do Levicio here, get a colony ship. And we'll move that on over. Okay, so Navi Prime finished that. Do upgrades happen at a reduced cost too? Oh yeah, heck yeah, they do. Alright, so let's go ahead and do some upgrades then. That's going to be... Fortunately, I think that upgrade costs a little too much. Alright, there we go. I'm just looking around to make sure we don't have more upgrades that need doing. Yeah, we can't upgrade any of these. We don't have enough population here. We're actually too shy here. And here, we're 1, 2, 3, 4. When this population pops out, we'll be able to upgrade this guy here. So that'll be useful. We don't have a building here. Why would we have a population working that area if we don't have a building there? So we'll build something there as soon as we get the resources to do it. But our mineral gain is starting to look a little bit... Oh, science ship. I've just been having it do surveys in these systems around here. just to give them something to do.
Construction complete.
Alright, so we've got a good amount
Complete.
of stuff to do now. So you can get a basic mine. Or 5. Oh, we actually have 5 people here, so never mind, cancel that. I would prefer if we upgraded this, because this gives me... Alright, we're going to have to wait a little bit longer, though, to get the minerals we need. So we'll just go ahead and wait. And my fleet is up now to 525 for the combat strength.
System survey complete.
Alright, what happened on Redwall? Probably somebody moved out, I would imagine. So I'll have this population go over there, I guess. System survey's done. Why don't you come on over here and do a survey here? Alright, so we should be able to get the upgrade here now. Costs quite a lot of influence, but... get that up there eventually. Okay, so our scientist is now level 4. How are we doing on this? Still a 60% chance of failure. I might do it anyway, just to see once he's done surveying this system. But let's go ahead and go down the list here. What do we got going on our home system? Not a whole lot that I want to do right now. Over here, again, not a whole lot. Navi Prime we're working on. Nothing really here yet. So I think Navi Prime is just going to be our focus for now. Let's go ahead and have the mineral networks, mining networks here be upgraded. Alright. Looks like we're good.
Construction complete.
Alright, so that's probably our colony ship. The colony ship, we're going to take over to here. Colonize the planet. And this looks like a good spot right here. We've got adjacency bonuses here, here, and here. That looks good to me. Okay.
Situation log updated.
Alright, so we've got an encounter in Asterion. We have encountered some form of alien vessel in Asterion. These strange objects have been flagged as Kappa aliens. Until we can learn more about them, we should proceed with caution. Okay, they're over here. What do they look like? Ooh. They look like a ship. Okay, well, I'm not going to bother with a ship. Because a ship means another empire. Presumably somewhere over here. Alright, so let's go through our planets here again. See if there's anything that we're really close to being able to upgrade that. We're working on this. Okay, so I think honestly it's time to just sit back and take in the resources. I'll build another destroyer, a couple destroyers though. Just maybe one for now. And is there anywhere that doesn't have a spaceport? It looks like we're pretty much covered. Now I'm going to go outside of the 5 planets I normally can hold once I colonize this, so I'm probably going to have to break off a district. I think that's what they're called, right? And that would be under planets and sector. Sector, that's what it is. So we can have up to 3 sectors. What sector would I create if I was going to create one? I might even create these 2 into a sector. Because... Oh, that has a strategic resource, though, so that's... But I think Levicio can be its own sector. Maybe eventually we'll put this planet in there, but for now I'd prefer if we kept the planet that has a strategic resource in our sector. So, it would also help if I sped time up a little bit here.
Research complete.
Okay, so let's see what we got. We got deflectors, so we can upgrade our ships. I'm going to go ahead and do physics labs so that we can get other research type labs done. And it's the cheapest thing to do right now, so we'll go ahead and take that. And we also finished the mineral processing plant, which was what I was looking for. So what I'm going to do, come in here, so we can get an upgraded spaceport. And then we have... I don't remember, is Betharian that purple thing that we have over here? Yeah, it is. We probably want Betharian technology here. Yeah, and then we've got this resource, which does what? Armor, okay, we don't care about that. So it's pretty much between these techs, and I think this is the better move because A, it goes in with our bonus, and secondly, it's cheap, so it shouldn't take too long. 25 months isn't too bad. I really do need to get my science up, to be honest with you. It's a little bit on the low end. Hopefully we can start building more research centers and things over time. And I also have to keep an eye once the colony ship lands to see if we're getting that penalty.
Construction complete. Construction complete.
I don't think we're getting it. So they did fix that bug that existed earlier, and okay. Finished construction queue, and over here finished its construction queue. Alright, so you can build a mining network. And then plenty of stuff to upgrade on this planet as well. Navi Prime is still working on things. What do you got over here? Nothing good? Alright, so I still have to consider what we're going to do here. I think Levicio is going to get cut off because they don't really offer anything on this planet, and the development of this planet is kind of slow at the moment. So, honestly, I'm thinking on just cutting them off.
System survey complete.
Alright, you're finally done. Let's go ahead and come over here. I don't think 4 skill, I'm going to get much better than that with my race at the moment. So I'm going to go ahead and try this. 60% failure chance is high. Maybe we'll lose the ship or the scientist. He's only 41 though, so do we keep pushing things? Because he does have resilience as an attribute here, which gives him plus 25 years lifespan. On the other hand, getting enough skill level to be higher, and skill, which by the way, 5 is as good as it gets, and that probably will still be incredibly high failure risk. So you know what, let's go ahead. Let's go ahead with the failure risk as it is. Crossing my fingers we don't fail, but things happen. Yeah, I saw my borders kind of shift there a little bit.
Construction complete.
Alright, what do we get here? Navi Prime finishing their construction queue. Go ahead and upgrade this. And then I'll have them work on, let's say, clearing this blocker. Don't think there's any other blockers for me to clear that I can clear. Outside of the ones I don't have tech for. Like, for instance, the toxic kelp. I don't have anything I can do there. Well, you know what? Just to make things easier on myself, I'm going to go ahead and create that sector now. So we need to create a new sector. And I'm just going to have it be Levicio for now. That's it. Might be kind of a weak sector at the moment, but we'll go ahead and close that. So we're no longer controlling Levicio. So we just have 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we'll have our 5th planet as soon as that pops out. Okay. I think that can work. As far as the sector goes, how would we like to set them up? Oh, no, that's not what I wanted. They actually changed this a little bit. Sector settings. So right now they're on balanced focus, which is fine with me, I guess. Okay, so we can allow them to construct military stations. We can allow them to construct space construction. No colonize. Respect tile resources. Allow redevelopment of buildings. That's fine. Yeah, that looks good to me. Okay, Purple Rain. Images capturing the planet's mesmerizing purple-colored rain taken by the science vessel. Surface exploration probes somehow find their way into the hands of the cultural elite on Redwall. While the discovery is of no scientific value, the evocative imagery of the colorful precipitation sparks a minor renaissance in the mouse art world, the positive effects of which shall be felt for years to come. Alright, inspired arts. Modifier added for 60 months, giving the following effects. Happiness plus 10%. Well, that's nice. Okay, well, now we need to tell the science vessel to do something else here. Well, I guess we'll explore over here. I do want to eventually colonize over here. So it'd be nice if I could capture some of these planets. Maybe put an outpost here to try and expand my borders here. Now, my ally has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 planets to our 6. And our rival has 3 that we know about. They could have more than one planet in a system. Alright, so let's go ahead and explore over here. Alternatively, I could colonize over here. But I have a feeling colonizing here is going to be expensive. It's not too bad. It's not as bad as over here, where it was 157. We actually might be able to afford that eventually. Alright, so, science ship. Hop over here. Then hop over here. Then hop over here. Hop over here. Kind of do circuit here. There we go.
Construction complete.
Alright, now it's time to upgrade. We definitely want to upgrade food on this planet, so we can get the population growing. And then over here, we also need this upgrade. So we're going to get, I mean, there goes 50 influence, but it's important to do this upgrade because it allows me to upgrade the buildings, which in turn is going to allow me to do more things on this planet, get the population growing. So definitely something we need to do. Fortunately, it limits my colonization efforts.
Colony established.
Okay, the colony is done. We actually have a free governor now, so we'll go ahead and put that down. Do we recruit a governor, or... Might not be able to, because we do have one more slot open. Unfortunately, I can't afford it right now. But we could get a governor for the sector. In any case, let's come back over to Ibline Prime here. And what do we actually have over here? You don't have any blockers that you can currently clear. But I have a feeling that your governor is good at that. Alright, so you're the governor of Sawamia. So the governor of Sawamia does indeed have that. So I would prefer, come over to Ibline Prime, that we have a governor over here that can do that. So we're going to grab this guy. And then over on Sawamia, we're going to grab the free person, which is going to be this person. Alright, so we should be good on governors. So Ibline Prime over here. Your person's going to pop out over there. That's perfect for me. What blocker would we want to clear? I'm thinking the mountain range, right? We get the energy. Or the minerals. Either way, I mean, honestly, nothing here screams out, you know, something that I definitely need to do. I'll go ahead and clear this one. Alright, so we're working on something in every system. Go ahead, we'll just continue the upgrades here. And once that's done, I'm going to work on getting even more minerals here on Navi Prime. At least that's the idea. Alright, well, let's go ahead and continue. Alright, so let's see what we're finding over here.
Situation log updated.
Okay, so we have encountered some form of alien vessels in this system. The strange objects have been flagged as lambda aliens. Until we find more, we should proceed with caution. I'm going to want to take a look at these guys, though. So it's enemy presence. Okay, so it's these guys here. So we're going to want to do a research project on that. Speaking of research project, how is this doing? 13 more months. Alright, it's taken quite a while. Let's go over to situation log. So I don't want the Cap aliens, don't care about them. We'll go ahead and do this research. It's only take 4 months. Not too bad. Out of curiosity, I just saw something. Reward, influence. Oh. You know what? We probably should have done that then. Okay. Well, I'll keep that in mind. We've encountered some form of aliens in the Baxam system. These strange objects have been flagged as the Mu aliens until we... Okay. So again, I'm going to want to take a look at these guys. Who is this system, right? Okay, what do we got? Are these those mining robots? Or are these actual ships, aren't they? Kind of hard to tell. Not being marked as hostile. So, maybe a trait of me being xenophile. Okay, so we just established communications here. Receiving a transmission from the Ultor Imperial Nations. They appear to have successfully translated our language. Diplomatic channels are now open, and all hostilities between us have ceased for the moment. Okay. They are materialists and fanatic militarists, so they're not going to like us, I don't think. I bring greetings from the Grand Marshal Axan Zabak, the undisputed ruler of the Ultor Imperial Nations. Respect our borders and keep out of our affairs, and perhaps our mighty fleets will refrain from visiting your worlds. Okay, so spiritualism is the opposite of materialism, so we don't want to answer with that. So I guess what we'll do is we'll do Xenophile Collectivist. Together we can achieve greatness, Ultor. Alright, so we're going to take a look at them here. So the old Tor Imperial nations are, I would say, more or less neutral. They don't like the fact that we're spiritualists, but our xenophile trait kind of balances that out. And then we just have the contact penalty. Now, these guys down here are military dictatorship, but they are collectivists, so they share that with us. So they like us okay, but they are rivals of the Ul Tor. Which one is which? So this is the Ul Tor. Oh, okay, so the Ul Tor, little tiny guys, one planet. These guys, much bigger. I'm not sure why we gained an audience with them without being notified of it. But, yeah, they might be a good ally for the future because as much as they're militarists, they don't have any issue with us outside of that. Now, I do have to keep in mind that these two are rivals, though, so we've got an alliance here, too, with nations that we don't see. And we are keeping up our fleet strength here. So, for the most part, we're staying level. The only thing is these Ultor guys, they're inferior, and then pathetic for the trade enclaves and the artist enclave, but they don't have a fleet, so that makes sense. But the two that are nearby us, we're pretty much equivalent power-wise, so that's good to see. That means we're keeping up with the Joneses, right? Alright, so we might get kicked out of this space if we don't do it on our own, so it's probably a good idea to leave. So let's just hop over here. Well, no, that's not true. Don't you automatically get open borders with people? Well, in any case, there's no reason to really search these systems if they're not going to be something that I can really do much with. Alright, so we do have to consider the fact that these guys might expand out over here, though. So I'm going to go ahead and do a survey of this system, just to do it. But, let's see here. Situation log. So yeah, we only have the Lambda aliens to really take a look at. I did tell them to survey, right? Yeah, okay, good. Alright, so what else we got going on here? I guess we might as well continue building things. I'm going to build... How many destroyers do we have at this point? Probably 5, right? No, only 4. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and build one more destroyer for now. And then I would also, you know what, cancel that. Cancel that. I realize I haven't upgraded my fleet, so let's come over to ship designer. And first start with the Corvette. So we're going to need shields as far as I'm concerned. I don't know how much into that we're going to get. But we'll just put a small deflector on our Corvettes. And we should be able to sustain that with what energy we have. That should be okay. I'm fine with that. Let's go ahead and save that on up. And then for the destroyer, we're going to do maybe a little bit more powerful shields. Now we know we could get away with a small deflector, but I'm thinking do a medium-sized deflector. Okay, and we'll do a small one as well. In fact, we could probably get away with 2 smalls, but you know what? I'm just going to do one medium deflector. That's kind of weak shields, but it balances the power well, in my opinion. And to get more shields, I'd have to put more reactors on. So for now, with what reactors we have, I think this is appropriate tech. Or the appropriate equipment. So I'm going to go ahead and save this on up. And then we're going to come into the fleet and upgrade it. It's only going to upgrade... it's not going to upgrade the frigate, because the frigate we're not able to build frigates yet. And honestly, the frigate uses better tech than we can use anyway. So, that's okay.
Ships upgraded.
Okay, now that
Construction complete.
we've upgraded the ships. I don't know if combat strength went up all that high. I didn't actually pay much attention to that. But I'm going to build one more destroyer. Cost has definitely gone up. And let's go through our planets here and see what we can do. So, matter of fact, I'll go ahead and do that in the next video because I think this is a good point to go ahead and put a cut in the video. So I hope you guys have enjoyed. This is Mouse Gunner, signing out.